Yeah, da dee dee dee. Dee dee dee. And let's clean him up just a little bit in here. And let's go a little bit deeper back here. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was something across the street. I tell you what, these phones, you can hear them. People's phones, you can hear them. They have these unusual sounds on them that you can hear a long way off. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. Now, the eyes that we're going to do here is, now what I basically do is I do like a diamond shape, okay? See how that is right there? I go up like that and I do the same thing on the other side. You can see that, okay? I come up and I come down, and then I cut from the inside. Boop, take that away, okay? And on this one, I come up and I come down. I do the same thing. I take that little portion out right there. You may have to go back and hit it a few times, get that little piece out of there. But you see, it's like a little triangle there. And I do the same thing on the bottom. I come down and I come up. Come down and I come up. I come down and I cut that little piece out right there. See that? On the other side, it's the same way. I'm just gonna come here like this. I come up and I cut from the inside and I cut that little piece out just like that. See that? Okay, let me cut that back just a little bit in there. Okay, we've got our little eyes in there. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to swing it and cut it like that, okay? And you've got your eye in there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I swing it and I cut it, and then I take that piece out right there. Sometimes on the right side, there we go. And there, right in there is my eyes, okay? See that? Dee 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 dee. I gotta clean that up just a little bit in there. Okay. There we go. All right. It's just actually making a diamond almost, is what it is. See the diamond in there? And that's how I do it. And that gives me the ability, and I work on the nose a little bit, where I get that over, and then I'll come up here and I'll just make a little cut right there and on that off a little bit, and look at that. Works perfect for that area in there. Okay. There we go. Cut that a little bit deeper in there. See, you come back and you just sort of clean up a little bit and get things going. But that's how I make an eye, folks. I do it the easiest way possible. And by making that diamond, having enough, just like these, flipping that right underneath here, and making that kind of a thing. And the same thing underneath here. Just flipping that knife like that, and you can make what you want. Okay, well, let's see. Okay. Just gonna cut that a little bit more. Come back and see, I come back and clean things up, in other words, and then after I'm through. Now, let's go ahead and make our cuts that I usually do in the arms themselves, especially in the middle of the arm. And then I make another cut right in here. Look at that. People say, why do you do that? Well, it's just for decoration a little bit, as we might say, just to give it a little bit more flair, like my type of cutting is allowed in that sense. And I do the same thing over here. I make a very deep cut in this area, okay, at where the elbow is supposed to be. And I come above it, I make another cut just like that, and then I come by the hand and I'll make another little deep cut just to give the wrinkles or the look of what I want, okay? Now I'm gonna make this even deeper in here to give it the look that I want. And the same thing over here. I want to cut that just a little bit deeper in there. And it gives it that carved look. I call it the carved look. It's so that it makes it look like that you've carved it out of wood, you've done your duty for the day, and this way. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to clean up. You come up underneath here, you take a little bit more off. Come up underneath here, take a little bit more off. Now I want to get my V-tool. Okay, here's my V-tool. And I would come back here, and I want to start on the hair. It's not difficult. You just take your V-tool and you run a little bit along here with the hair, make a little pattern, as we say. Okay. All right. Now look at that. Okay, now we also want to, of course, come in here. Let's go ahead and we've got to make another little. I'm sorry, sometimes I have to count my hands, my stuff. I don't do realistic hands. I have done some, but I don't do them a whole lot. I'm a caricature carver, okay? I love caricature work. I love to do that. And if I don't, you know, I've done a realistic person before, but I just don't like it. I would rather do caricatures because I love the exaggeration. I know a lot of people go, why do you just love characters? Because I love, just like with this Roughout, I can produce characters that I love, characters that are exaggerated and look good to me. And that's why I like to do caricatures. I have worked on realistic pieces, and some of them have turned out very, very good. Some of my, but I just don't care for it. Now, some people are just love it and do better with it. I love, just like the eyes. I love to do these little diamond eyes and make them look that way and all that other stuff. I love that. If I can't enjoy the carving, then I don't want to do it. I want to hit that a little bit as I go. Just by flipping the knife, you see how you make a different scenario, as we might say. That's why I love caricature carving. I love to be able to just feel free to, not get all the dimensions just right and all that stuff. This is what I love. This is the type of carving and that I can show the different cuts and different things that you do with. Okay, it's getting, wow. I can see that it's getting, I hope you can see. Man, it's getting kind of dark in here. I'm sorry. Looks like we're fixing to have a pretty good snowstorm. I mean, a snowstorm, a rainstorm. All right, we got him finished. We got him finished real good, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and wet him, and the next process will be the process of painting him, cleaning him up, and then painting him, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, let me go wet him so that we can see him real good. It's getting dark here. It's really, really getting dark. I guess we're fixing to get a very bad rainstorm. Okay, yeah, we are getting, it's getting almost be like night here. I'm sorry for that it's so dark, it's getting so dark. I know that you're probably thinking, what in the world? But look, here he is. Now, he doesn't look, now compare pictures. Doesn't look like the same, does he? No. He does not. So we have taken Odie, we made him a little bit different. Now I'm gonna put some flowers in that hand right there. That hand right there. I'm gonna put some flowers in there and put him in some nice clothes, and he'll be ready for his date, or as a little Dapper Dan, or whatever it is. I'm sorry that it's gotten so dark. I apologize for that. I hope you can see well enough. But for some reason, it just has. So usually outside we always have plenty of light, but some reason that didn't happen. So there we go. There's our little guy, and we'll paint him, and we'll get him kind of fixed up, and we'll work on that. Okay, well, God bless you now, and I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry it's gotten so dark, but we're fixing to get a heck of a rainstorm, and if we do, you're not going to be able to hear me. We get that heavy of a rainstorm. All right, God bless you now.